All right, everybody. So let's review markets. I'll just review natgas. That's where an opportunity existed. So we'll just review it. So what happened was the market goes down, down, down. It hit some levels here. As it hit the important levels, just give me a minute. All right. So as the market started going down here, you had fairly high volumes towards the bottom. Over here you have, I think it's 2,600 and 3,100 contracts. So that area, the 26 and the 26 and the 3,100, is right here. And what do we notice about that is that there's a lot of effort. So I have an indicator which allows me to see the amount of effort, and there's a lot of effort here. So first it goes down, there's a lot of volume, then there's a lot of effort. That's because someone's buying the low. They're buying the low. After that, the market goes up, and then it retests, and I think it was here, I'm not sure, where it was somewhere around here. The numbers are quite high. All right, so we're going to zoom in a bit. The initial move down, this area, the effort index here shows 10. So on this chart it's 10. What you see on the candle chart is it's a lot of effort. By itself, it means nothing by itself. But it's the movement afterwards, and you see that it's able to go up, taking out the highs. So all that effort is actually setting up this up wave. This effort here is weakening the down wave and leading to this up rally. So we see here on the tapering chart is 10. We see here it's, over here it's 12 and 13, and then after that price goes up. All right, no problem. Then price pulls back. You have a significant amount of effort. 9 followed by a thrust. It's very important. Something's going on. All right, something's going on. And then rallies. So you can see that the buying activity here and here comes in back over here. And then you have your ease of movement to the upside, telling you they bought a lot of inventory, and price is going up. After that, you have market rallies. Then there was some effort here, but that's because they're breaking out. So on these, you have the biggest in 13 and 14. And then after that, it pulls back. You have some ease of movement to the downside. As it tests, meaning as the market pulls back, you have the most amount of effort here. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, this bar has more effort than 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now again, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, but I'm looking at it because it's cracking lows. So that's very important because it puts it in a potential spring position after some initial buying activity, 1.9 times average up volume with 1.8 times average up volume. So obviously these lows are important. And this is where you have the biggest effort in in all of the 1, 2, 3, 4 prior bars, and the biggest POC here. But again, as I explained, doesn't mean anything. I want to see its high taken out, and it does get taken out. So now it's very meaningful. Now when it pulls back again, it's the biggest in 9. So clearly someone's buying, and it doesn't mean anything until the next bar, boom, takes out the high. See? So we take a look. We're looking at the effort. Effort increased here, and he took out the high. Effort increased here, and took out the high. So why is effort increasing? Is because there's concentrations of demand volume that these red bars are encountering. Meaning supply is encountering demand, and demand overpowers. And then finally you have this move, which is your change in behavior. So, you can just wait and relax and just wait for the change of behavior, which is the biggest volume in 11 up waves. So it's going to go, no question, right? But if you want to see the dynamics of how these turns occur, which is very, very important to understand not only what's happening, but why it's happening and how it's happening, right? For example, this bar, it seems like a normal bar and, who cares, but it's very critical. If this amount of pressure came in and it's not breaking down, that's key information. Why? Because it's near the lows. If that pressure that came in could have broken the market, but it didn't. Instead, the market went up. So the pressure came in, biggest in 9, and what did you have right after it? A higher high. So it's telling you that supply is meeting demand, and demand is overpowering it at the danger point. And finally, it becomes a change of behavior. And after it becomes a change of behavior, once again, the market pulls back. I have to do some work on the ease of movement, so just bear with me. But over here, what do you see again? Effort. Biggest in 12 bars. Biggest effort in 12 bars. And a very what? Yeah, I don't know. It's just the biggest effort in 12 bars and has ease of movement, which means this is reaccumulation. All right, right there, reaccumulation. So on the pullback, you have the change of behavior. On the pullback, key bar right there. That little bar is so important, I can't tell you, because that is telling you that the price is trying to go down, but it's being reaccumulated. You only know after the ease of movement. Bang. All right. Then it goes up, and this is where the market ends. And once again, the key bar is this. Why? Look at all this. This is biggest in over 160 bars or something like that. Right? So they're done. That's distribution. Right there. The market goes down. Market goes down. Here, there was initial buying activity. Why? Because the most amount of, in 4 bars, I think it was. What it was. The most amount of buying activity in 4 bars, it's not that much. And it led to a pop. Right? But they sold it off because they wanted to bring it back into the demand zone. And that's fine. There is one other thing I wanted to show. I can't find it, but anyway. So after that, they bring it back down again. Now this time, when it hits that low, it's in a demand area. You know, markets test and retest and all that. So it comes back down to the resistance becomes support in that area. And this is what I want to show. Is as it's getting there, look at the effort signatures. Biggest in 19, the most amount of effort in 19 bars, and the biggest in 21 bars. Biggest in 21 bars. That's telling you demand in the demand zone. Accumulation in the demand zone. How do you know? You pop right after it. So as price goes into this accumulation area, this thing pops. This effort increases significantly because of buying activity. This is the biggest volume in 5 bars, but the biggest effort in 21 bars. All right, and I'll explain why I use effort as well as volume. Effort is just a derivative of volume. It's based off of volume, but it deals with a certain situation that's really critical to understand. Right? And that's it. Right now, you should have no fear. As it goes down, big money's in, and they're turning the market up. Time to get in the pullback. I don't know how far it's going to go, but I know big money's in. There's a concentration of volume, pop, test, and bang up here. Now you got to be careful because this is just a rotation where you have the biggest in 6 and then a reversal back down. And if you take the short, it goes from here to here, giving you something from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14, 15 ticks, right? But remember, we're in an uptrend, so you're going to have easy movement to the downside and during the turns from the rallies, and then easy movement back up. So it does that here, and now this is why it's so critical to see this. The next rally is a ridiculous amount of effort right here. It's a ridiculous amount. It's the biggest in 34. 34. Biggest in 34. You don't have to be a genius to realize that this is distribution. Right at that high, which is in an upthrust position. Fall by, easy movement to downside. Game over. Continuing down, continuing down, continuing down. All right. Now the 2 critical points. What are the 2 critical points? This here created the down move. Most amount of effort followed by easy movement created down move. And this most amount in 21 caused the up move. So the down move started from here and went down, and the up move started from here and went up. So what is this saying? It's saying when price got into a demand zone, demand activity came in, and when price was in an up thrust position, supply came in and took it back down. That's all.